Tribu, and welcome to Pairfect. I am Dinah Ventura.
And I'm Matthew Pirante-Pérez.
And just like that, we are approaching the end of January. It's so quick, no?
Oo nga eh, some people to whom I haven't spoken since Christmas, binabati ko pa rin sila ng Happy New Year.
Oh, New Year pa rin naman.
New Year pa rin naman when you think about it.
Well, Matthew, so today our guest is someone who's behind a brand, who's making waves in the smartphone industry. Their offerings, especially the latest model, is set to disrupt the market and be a possible game changer.
Yun, game changer.
Yes, please welcome Honor's Vice President for Marketing, my friend Steven Cheng.
Hi. Good afternoon,
Well.
Dina, Matthew, of course. Thank you for having me. Again, this is the second time we're doing this show, but thank you for always having us.
Of course, yes. And congratulations on the recent launch of your new model, the Honor X9A
yes.
5G.
Yes. Actually, it's actually here. As we mentioned earlier, we didn't thought, as marketers, kasi, we plan, we execute, pero of course the outcome of it you really cannot control.
Of
Siguro
course.
it's the right timing. Prayers din kay God na gave us gave us the
Yes.
opportunity to do this, and of course for it to be a success.
I know, and you made quite a splash, I hear.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell us a little bit more about that launch. What was so special about it?
Yeah, so basically we launched the Honor X9A 5G last January 19. Basically, it's been a week now, but people, media influencers, and fans, consumers are actually still talking about it.
Yes, and Matthew was there.
Yeah, you were there to experience it. How was it? Let's interview Matthew. How was
Let's
it,
interview
Matthew?
Matthew.
for me, it was a brilliant idea. We went viral for having a virtually indestructible phone. Vloggers, influencers, and journalists like myself put the phones through the ringer, and it withstood almost all the tests.
Almost all.
As in everything. So
Like what tests?
We used a car to run over the phone.
Yeah,
We
Wow.
used it as
it was a Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes.
I just want to put it on record. It wasn't some light car. No, it's a car with a V8 engine.
Solid.
Yes,
Yeah, very
it's
heavy.
a Mercedes-Benz S350. I know because I looked. And among other things, this is one of the things that we did. Here, look.
Wow.
Let me do that again for good measure. And it's fine.
Do you want to try?
No.
Wait, let me pick it up.
I'm a klutz. I break things.
So this is the perfect phone for you.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually the perfect phone for you.
Really, wow. And it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It is.
Very sleek.
Design, hardware, and
Yeah.
software is top level.
Yeah. So curious about it.
During the launch, we were all playing guessing games.
Yeah.
As to, we were looking at it, the finish. It just looks really premium.
It
And
does.
the display is robust and very vibrant. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but it is. So, looking at it, it was. All of us were playing guessing games. The vloggers,
Even the celebrities.
Yeah.
Max Collins, Sanya Lopez, and the other influencers.
They were on stage.
Yeah.
And they were being asked how much it is
Wow.
for something that is supposedly below 25,000.
Yeah.
So merong nagsabi 24 something,
No way.
23
26,
something.
22,
23.
23. It is.
And when the price was revealed, that's when jaws started to drop. It is 16,990.
Because we
Ganun.
Diba? That was it.
we want the consumer to experience it. Of course, as we all know, Honor has been here for approximately 4 months.
Very new.
Very new.
Wow,
That's why
brand new.
we're actually surprised how the consumer.
How well it has been received.
Yeah, because 4 months. I've been to different companies as well. I never expected people will be talking about it, purchasing it, posting about it in the span of 4 months. So basically, we have, of course, our media partners to thank. Of course, you're one of it. Our customers, our influencers as well. Lahat sila, they made a point for them to really experience and to show the qualifications, and what can the Honor X9A do.
So, where does the brand come from? I mean,
It came from China.
China. Okay.
So basically, of course, last year they decided to come back to the Philippines. Of course, as we all know, Honor is an international brand, but siguro, I guess, well, I wasn't there before because of the pandemic and stuff like that. So they decided to cut it. But now we're back full force.
Okay.
We're here to bring top-notch technology, design for all possible users, and to
Okay.
give consumers the best price and the best experience possible.
Right. So, Honor, how long has the brand been existing?
Um, I do believe it's around 7 years.
Okay,
7 years.
but it's very
But
new in the
in the
Philippines.
Philippines, it's very new. Talaga. It's 4 months old. Happy. We're very happy. As I mentioned kanina off air, surpassed all our expectations.
Okay.
Share of voice wise, consumer wise, buyers wise, surpassed all of it.
All expectations. So, when Honor was created some years ago, what kind of customers did the brand have in mind?
There's siguro I cannot answer it from 4 or 5 years back, but I can answer it now.
Now, yeah.
It really depends on who you are and what you do. Our phone starts at 7,500, goes high at 50 plus. So basically, we want to cater all possible markets. If you're a blogger, you're an influencer, you're a content creator, for schooling and stuff like that, we want to cater in all possible channels and market here in the Philippines.
Yes, but we all know that there's a lot of cell phone brands, mobile phone brands in the Philippines today. And I'm very familiar with your background as a marketing expert in the field. You've handled several brands in the past. How do you plan to position Honor to take a bite out of this vast market share?
Cause for me personally, like you said, I've been around, not that much, but a little bit here and there. But me personally, I don't want, I just do something that I love.
Okay.
I won't enter a company or a partnership if I'm not fully hearted.
Of
So basically,
course.
I believe in this brand. When they were talking to me last year, I've seen the plans. I've seen the products that they'll be bringing here. I've seen the technologies, the designs, and the approximate price range. And I do believe that I said, okay, yes, let's do it. I think we can really get a pie out of the Philippine market, definitely.
Right. So, Steven, you were part of the setup of the company here.
Yes.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. Talaga is from start to
From
finish.
from scratch, definitely. We're happy to say that we're around 1,000 plus now employees in the span of 4 months.
In a span of 4
You
months.
started
Span of 4
with how
months.
many? Just you and...
Oh, wow, we started I think 3 or 4 when we were we were doing this. Actually, a lot of people we hired talagang. When can you start? Let's do it now. Some of them are
Already there.
are here. When we were discussing with
Galing.
them and interviewed them and stuff like that, of course, we were selling them the idea of Honor coming back to the Philippines. We're giving them the idea of the feel of what the company is going to be like. Then the next question is, when can you start? That's too long. Start next week.
Start yesterday.
Start yesterday if you can. Now, phones have evolved from being a gadget for texting and calling, no, to being everyone's connection outside. Being everyone's connection to the outside world, as our virtual lives have become an extension of our real lives. Where does Honor fit in this ever-evolving way of life?
I really cannot share a lot because we have a lot of up our sleeves this year. We'll be
Exciting.
we'll be launching a lot of products, not just phones. I think I can share that we're launching a laptop very soon.
Ooh, wow.
We're launching a foldable as well.
Oh.
I cannot say what the product is yet, but we are launching a lot outside the smartphone market because we have a couple of products now.
Okay.
There's smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, of course phones. As mentioned, laptops, the foldable ones and stuff like that. We will be launching a lot of different products for 2023.
This year. So it's really going to expand your
Definitely,
product
definitely.
line.
Because we're getting ready as well as we launch our concept stores this year.
Oh,
We'll be launching around 50 to 100 concept stores this year.
wow.
The first one would be in March.
Wow.
There's a lot of negotiations, constructions, and stuff like that being discussed off the record. But yeah, we're very excited. We're very excited to expand here in the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We want every people to get their hands of the new Honor, not just the
yes.
X9A, but the entire line of Honor.
Right now, how many stores do you have?
We have around 500 now. We built that 4 months.
I can't believe this. Like in 4 months.
It sounds big, but it's not yet. That's why we're actually very surprised that we sold a lot.
Of
People have
units.
been messaging us, where can we buy the products? I do believe we are receiving around 300 plus messages just on Facebook alone.
Wow.
Where do I buy it? Where's the nearest store? How much is the X9A? Is it available here in La Union? Is it available here in Baguio and stuff like that? Of course, we have stores there, but again, that 500 store, medyo it's kind of small pa in the sphere of mobile department. But this year, full force, we'll continue growing the brand because we want to bring the products nearest you.
As
of
much
course,
as
the malls,
possible,
whatever,
yes.
like that. So yeah, very busy year this year.
I'm very curious how you're going to handle that. Okay, but we'll get to know more about our guest, Stephen Cheng, and Honor phones when Pairfect returns.
Iba ng panahon, ang dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ang bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy it to centers, pati sa mga partners may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still don't remittance and more. Online shopping, you can buy it all. Di magpadala, you can buy it all. Anumang pera transaction, you can buy it all.
Sabayan ang pagbabago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
With Globe, our steps can lead us to millions of doors opening, millions of paths unfolding, and millions of reasons to keep going. Now's the time to be with a network that gets better every day for you.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Welcome back to Pairfect. Here with us is Stephen Cheng. So tell us, what's it like in a day with Stephen Cheng?
A day in the life.
A day in the life, stressful, definitely. But I'm always on my phone.
Of course.
I'm always on my phone. I receive maybe 200 messages a day.
200.
Yeah, around maybe 50 to 100 emails on a daily basis. Um, there's a lot of things that you need to do, but of course I'm not saying just because I'm working now here that I'm experiencing that. Ever siguro my entire career I'm been experiencing that because there's so much to do and there's it's kulang ang time on a day. So basically I'm always on my phone.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6.
And the first thing you do?
Let's check my phone. Check my phone for messages, for notifications, for important emails and stuff like that. But I'm not complaining. It's fun for me. This is actually what I want to do.
It's like fuel for you.
It is. I get a surge when there's messages coming in, when there's problem to solve, when there's good news to be shared.
What kind of phone are you using now?
I'm using a Magic. It's an honor as well.
That's the flagship
This is
phone.
our flagship phone. This is the one I was sharing earlier. It's 50 plus, 100 megapixel, fast charging, stuff like that.
Lovely.
Yeah. So this is actually the first product that Honor released here in the Philippines.
I see the Magic.
Magic 4 Pro.
Okay.
So we're going to be launching a newer version this year. But we recently launched this, the Honor X9 A5G.
How is it different from the Magic?
It's basically it's thinner. This is thinner. Of course, you really cannot compare the two because this is a 16,990 phone. This is a
Yes.
54,000. Pero everything that you can do here, you can do here as well. Basically, all social media, fast charging, and of course, walang makatalo sa durability of our curved screen OLED screen.
Yes.
It's really tough.
Is that the only phone of its kind in terms of that durability feature?
Yes, I haven't heard anything in the market that similar to the phone itself. Pero again, it's one of a kind. I'm actually happy to share that as of last Saturday, we're almost sold out. Yes,
So hindi na ako pwedeng bumili.
konti na lang siya. But don't worry, we're restocking soon.
Okay.
As mentioned earlier that it's really over our expectation. We never
We
thought
never expected.
for a 4-month brand for people to be crazy about the Honor
But
X9A.
why do you think that's the case? Do you have any idea what brought on this
Of
huge
course.
demand suddenly?
Of course, it's our entire team basically. From our sales, to training, from our marketing team, lahat it kind of nagkasundo-sundo lang talaga. The jive is there. Of course, we did a lot of marketing as well for the product because we want the public to know what's its capabilities and stuff like that. But as mentioned earlier today, you can plan everything that you want to plan. The problem is, can you execute it? That's the second.
That's the
Once you execute it, would it click to the market? You have no idea if it would or it would.
yeah.
At the end of the day, that's what matters.
At the end of the
because
day, there's a lot of prayers now. Hopefully the market understands us.
we can do the best we can, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's the market's reception to the
Exactly,
product. I mean,
exactly.
I have seen some products that were genius in concept. As a matter of fact, in the mobile phone market, there are phones I've tried. This is pre-smartphone era. This is back when that ubiquitous brand that everybody had, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We all had it. It came in different shapes and sizes and colors.
And
Covers.
And covers. That's right. They had some phones that I considered to be one of the best they've had, but they weren't as well received as the more common ones.
Yeah.
But I kept them. But buying a case for them or looking for parts for them was quite difficult.
That's
but
true. That's true.
they performed better than the ones that were more popular. So when it came to that brand,
Yes.
I always took the road less traveled
Okay.
because of all the options.
Yes. So, but that's your decision. I mean, I think a lot of it comes from the effort of the marketing campaigns of
Yes.
companies and
Yes.
how people. I mean, just how people understand a brand or a model. That
Correct,
it
correct.
takes a lot of knowledge
Yeah,
and expertise from people
research
in
and
his
stuff like that.
position.
There's definitely a lot because I keep preaching this to our team that doesn't matter how much you plan, doesn't matter how kung gaano ka fancy yung wordings mo and stuff like that. But you have to understand that does people understand you or not? Can they receive the message or not?
Exactly. It's about
That's why
message.
when we got this phone, it's a premium OLED curved screen. I asked them, what does that mean? We can market it. It's a premium screen. It's but how do you market it? When I asked them, oh, it's unbreakable. Really? Shoot. So that's one of the easiest way for you to do it.
Yes.
It's hard. It's unbreakable. What do you do? Okay.
You
It didn't
try.
break. Yeah, I did. Honestly speaking, before we release all comms regarding this, before you tried the shooting of the gun,
Yes,
the
yes.
running over a car,
Yes.
smashing it with a badminton. We tried it first.
Okay.
Everything we tried it first.
Stringent testing.
Yeah, 'cause
We also smashed it. We also smashed garlic with it.
garlic, nuts.
Like
We even
Garlic,
did
nuts.
we did crab. We even did crab as well. So everything that you guys are
Crab.
seeing in
Crab.
our communications, we did it ourselves. I personally drove it. I drove a car doing it. Sila Pao, Jokey, part of my team, Dennis as well. They smashed it. They dropped it on the floor. So every comms that's coming out, it's based on personal experience.
Okay, so
Kasi
you're,
during the
you're
launch,
it's,
it was
it's
as if
from
we-
experience.
It's based on experience because I cannot release a fake messaging.
Of course. you're-
Especially
it's gonna
we,
show.
we did a media launch. Can
Yes.
you just imagine it broke and stuff like that, and then there's like 150 media who's covering our event. Oh my God, we're going to
How will you
die.
handle that,
Yeah,
right?
That's a PR nightmare.
Yes.
So we made sure we do it multiple times. Then it came to a point na yeah, confident. It's really one of a kind. It's really
Unbreakable.
indestructible.
You know, Dina, during the launch, we played whack-a-mole with it.
Really?
Garlic. Were those chestnuts that we smashed?
Yes, it's part of it.
Yeah, we were like, pow, pow. Really, that's what we did. Max Collins did it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Max
yeah.
Collins was part of our team.
Okay, so
Yes.
was that a game that you
It was
played?
a game.
Yeah, it's a
We-
game. It's a game.
It was.
It's composed of 11 teams.
11 teams. It was an endurance and durability test.
The violence test.
Endurance because we are doing it. We are also promoting it's a 2-day battery life.
Okay.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a 2-day
That's
battery
great.
life. If you charge it for like 30 minutes, the battery would be around 70+%.
I love
So
that.
that's one of the. Of course, every one of us is on the go.
Yes. Always in a hurry.
Always in a hurry. So you need fast charging.
Yeah.
You need long battery life basically.
And we just
Yeah.
switched back. All right. So yeah,
So during the event,
they really
Made you.
highlighted all the possible, all the best aspects of the phone, from
taking decent selfies to play. My favorite part was, shooting it with a pellet gun, playing whack-a-mole with it.
So it's that tough.
it was that tough.
Oh,
And
speaking of
running it
tough.
Over. Yeah.
Speaking of tough.
Uh-huh.
Steven, how do you stay tough?
Yeah, like how do you keep up with such a demanding job?
Yeah.
No. It's basically the help of our team. There's no one-man team basically. I need them as much as they need me. So basically, we're doing it. We're all in the same boat. I'm not just talking in my department stuff like that, but our sales team, our promoters team, our training team, and stuff like that. So basically, ang corny man sabihin, but they're part of my strength then coming in on a
Of
day-to-day
course,
basis.
I understand that. Yes. of
So,
course.
you know what they say, it takes a village to raise a child.
Right.
In his case, it takes a village to raise
A brand.
All right.
That's pretty
Tama,
good.
tama. That works for that also, right?
Some are stressed, some are having fun. So I'm the part of the group I'm having fun doing this.
I'm glad to hear that. No, it shows.
It does show. It
Diba?
does show.
So, but I'm sure you have a lot of responsibilities. As you said earlier, you wake up and there are hundreds of messages coming
Yeah.
in a day.
In a day.
So let's talk about time management. Time management is something everyone says, but life never goes as planned.
Definitely.
So how do you cope with all these demands on your time?
Siguro one thing that I could share is I'm never stressed out because a brilliant person. Tinuruan ako before one of my first ever mentors that if you panic, it's gonna get worse. So what you do is you breathe in, you breathe out, you think about your next step and just do it. So siguro, but that's one of the best thing that I can do for time management. Kasi that I don't panic. I always believe that every problem has a solution. So if I plan something, it's not just plan A.
Yes.
I have plan B, C, and D. So I make sure, oh, it doesn't go well, no problem. Let's move on. Oh, it doesn't go well again, move on again. So
I like that.
kaya,
That's
kaya
very-
mas mabilis ako to move because I never panic. I always know there's a solution in any problems in life, work in general. So
You've always been like that as a person. As a person. Talaga.
yeah.
Your parents were the same way.
Yeah, my dad was one of those people na talagang you need
Stoic.
the strict part.
Okay.
You need to do this, you need to do that. Of course, when you were young, oh, what are you talking about? I'm okay. But of course, now that I'm 35, medyo nag-sink in lahat nung, nag-flashback lahat ng you do this, you do that, you do that. Of course, as a parent, yun yung gusto mo para for your family as well. Na you want them to be well, you want them to be well equipped. So when I was talking to people na, it's training. It's basically called training in life.
Oo nga. Training in life.
Training in
tama.
life.
So your parents were they also in business or
Yeah, they're businessmen. We have a couple of businesses.
as a family? Okay, what line of business, if you don't mind me asking? Okay. So about your siblings, do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother, I have a sister. There's me and a younger brother. Actually, my younger brother came home from the States just a few days back. So basically, actually, umuwi siya when we were doing the
launch.
The launch.
launch.
Right.
So I'm actually very excited to go home because I haven't seen him
In a while,
in
you know.
3-4 years, I think.
Oh, the pandemic.
Yeah.
He couldn't travel.
Pandemic. He couldn't travel. He couldn't because usually he goes back here every year. So it's been 3 years na I haven't seen him. So yeah, he's here. I think he's gonna be here for a couple of months. I want to spend time with him as well.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, diba?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to keep calling with your honor phone. But actually have a conversation. Take pictures na lang, diba?
Yeah. It's fun, of course. Family comes first.
Yes.
Oh.
I think. Always.
So, what kind of phone user would be attracted to an Honor X9A?
Let me be the guy who holds the phone.
Yeah. Diba?
Alright,
Is it
so-
male, female,
It's
young,
a
old?
little bit of both. Male and female. Siguro yung medyo may pagka, like I mentioned, on the go.
Yes.
Who wants a fast phone with a nice camera and durable because lahat tayo, again, as mentioned earlier, lahat tayo, it's kind of nagmamadali tayo. Siguro when I talk to
Always.
people kasi I think they want to get the 3 years back.
Yes.
Kaya medyo
Yeah.
everything
Yes.
is on the rush
Ang
during the
ganda nun.
pandemic.
That's a good observation. I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're really planning to do that. Pero for me, you really cannot. What you can do is move forward.
Yeah, just keep
So
going.
siguro with with our Honor X9A 5G. It's also 5G by the way, so it's fast internet
is.
basically.
Nice.
It's fast for gaming, for especially now with a lot of content creators as well.
I know.
Medyo may mahuhulog dyan, may madadapa dyan doing all these crazy stunts using your content. Basically what they did during our launch. It's basically that. That's the reason why we picked that type of a launch because for
Parang
me,
fun talaga
it's
yun.
fun because
fun.
you cannot explain it in a way. You have to
I
experience
can't.
it.
You have
You know what
to
I mean?
experience it,
You have to
yes.
experience it. That's why
Yes.
actually we weren't supposed to do this type of a launch. Then when we were discussing, it's not something that you say. It's not something you explain. It's something you experience.
They have to
So-
go through the
And It was the most
The violence test.
interactive. Yeah, it was the most interactive launch we've ever
So
seen.
trust me when I say this, we already have a plan. We scrapped everything.
Oh.
We scrap everything. Talagang, no, I think that's a wrong type of messaging because people needs to experience this.
Okay.
That's why people are doing those drop tests and stuff like that because it's based on experience. For you to really appreciate the power of the phone, especially for a 16,990 pesos phone.
Yes.
Not bad. So
And
good.
if I may add,
Mga katribo, I have a friend who's a vlogger who also attended the launch. Init siya niya yung phone habang nakasakay siya sa tricycle.
moving tricycle. I wouldn't say speeding, but it was moving, like regular speed.
And he was like, while I was moving. And then stop.
Atras,
Balik.
the phone was still
In one piece.
in one piece. Yes, yes.
So, pwede sa mga mga nag-aaway na couples.
I don't think we should.
Valentine's
Valentine's, di ba?
it's
Kasi
coming,
parang,
so-
Yes.
what's the perfect phone for LQ?
Oh, so basically, it's a Honor X9A 5G for those na...
LQ people.
This comes with a 256 gig memory.
Yes,
Tapos
it does.
The RAM is 8 gig. So, yeah, imagine for
Yeah,
a phone that's
5,100 mAh, as well, 40 watts charging, triple camera,
64 megapixels.
64 megapixels. So
And then
basically,
16 in front.
everything that you'll be needing on a phone.
know.
Because, we haven't mentioned it's curved screen.
I know,
So it's so fancy. Siguro,
ang
there's
ganda
there's
niya.
no one in the market or there's no brands out there na would release a phone like this in that price range.
In that
Usually
price
it's up to
range.
25 and above. But now, again, we the reason why we're doing this because we want the people to experience it.
Yeah.
Especially we're a new brand. We want people to really experience and feel the difference between an Honor and a competing brand. So that's why we come up with an Honor X9A 5G.
Although I have a question. Given that you're a new brand, what about parts?
Oh,
Will it be difficult?
We have service centers nationwide.
So it won't be a problem.
It won't be a problem. Actually, when we were building the Honor Philippines, that's actually one priority thing that we need to do. Because of course, hindi natin maiwasan na there are customers na may clots, may sira nila, whatever. So that's one thing that we secure before really launching the brand. Basically, we have service centers nationwide even before we launch the first
Phone.
product here in the Philippines.
So handa talaga.
We're prepared.
You were prepared all
Yeah,
the way.
so for 4 months.
Kasi, for
4
me,
months talaga.
4 months.
Grabe yun.
Kasi for me, given the price range, if I'm going to buy, say for example, Honor X9A 5G, I would probably buy 4. For my tito, for my tita, my mom, for myself. Kasi my mom has a history of
Breaking her
dropping.
phone.
Yeah,
she's
she
a
breaks
klutz
her phone.
like
She's a
me.
klutz. My tita is a senior citizen. She has arthritis. Minsan she drops her phone.
Wala nang grip, no?
I bought her a phone.
Okay.
You know,
And she dropped it right
the
away.
Android competitor. I bought her one. Within a month, I had to replace the LCD screen
Ayun.
because
So,
she broke
value
it.
for money
That's
talaga.
again, that's one of the reasons why we launched this here in the Philippines because we believe na hindi lang dapat you define premium not just in software, hardware as well,
Right.
design as well, tough durability as well because gusto natin yung phone na of course it would last for us for the longest time. Definitely, we don't want to be replacing our phones on a yearly basis. Why? Transferring files, messages, downloading all your social media accounts and stuff
That's
like
true.
that.
That is really true.
So, for the longest time, me personally, I use a phone 5-6 years because I hate transferring files.
Ayun.
I
Same
replace
here.
phones every 2 years. I recontract every 2 years on a postpaid plan. But even those 2 years, it's a pain. It's like, unless the phone's specs are like sobrang outdated na, I want it to last for as long as it can. And I
Yeah.
think yung durability niya, if I may, since I am reviewing this, diba? One of the greatest things I love about this phone is the durability
Transcends them.
demographic.
Transcends
The age demographic. It can be used by our older folks because the screen is big enough. You
Yeah.
can read, you can adjust the font. No?
Yeah.
The screen is big enough. At the same time, it can be used by grade schoolers and high schoolers
Who are not so careful
who
with
are
their
not
things.
so careful with
their
their things
phones,
yet.
yeah.
So I think what you guys created it's a very compelling entry in the smartphone market because it cuts across, it bridges multiple demographics. That's why
And
for
the
me
price
that was it.
is,
And the
uh,
price is compelling.
The price is
You would be hard pressed.
Top notch.
You would be hard pressed to find a phone na ganito yung specs because the last time I had a phone na ganito yung specs, it was a flagship phone. It was a flagship.
so
Yeah,
basically
see, this-
25,
that's what,
30 price range.
No, 50 plus.
50 plus pa.
50
Can,
plus.
can you imagine?
Galing.
I guess the only thing that it had that other phones didn't have, because now we have face recognition.
Yeah, yeah.
Before it was still a retinal scanner pa before. But yeah, the specs, what you're showing now, we're just talking about the RAM and the storage. Hindi pa pinag-uusapan yung camera. Just the RAM and the storage.
Is the camera good?
64 megapixels.
64 megapixel camera.
Yes.
Lang
Triple
naman.
camera. Lang naman.
64 megapixel lang naman,
You know, I mean, this is their flagship. This is 100 megapixels.
Wow.
This one is the one that's worth 50,000.
Yeah,
no?
50,000.
Yeah, but 100 megapixels, you don't, if you're an average user, medyo overkill na yun.
Maganda yun for, like, for people in media. 'Cause
In
you're-
media, yes.
That's already good enough for magazines.
For
to be
reporters, yeah, for reporters, people who
print.
make a living
Out of photography.
out of photography, or yeah, people who make a living covering events and current events, diba, news and all
Yeah.
that. It's good, but this one, it's still good for an average user,
Kaya
even for
nga parang it's really very, very attractive to the
photography
consumer.
enthusiasts.
For
it's
anybody,
a pretty good place to
I
start.
think. Yeah, I think for
So it's an
anybody.
overall phone, basically. Durable, specs, really nice camera, nice battery is big for 2 days, fast charging. So everything that you want for a phone, it's actually there. That's why, as mentioned earlier, we didn't expect this much. Almost sold out.
response.
The response of the people talaga in buying, where to buy. They're posting as well. I bought this. They're showing us receipts. Oh, I bought this already. Oh, when are you going to release it? Because it's pre-order now.
Okay.
So basically, our buyers can get their Honor X9A 5G by Feb 4. So
Okay.
we're in the pre-order stage.
Right
And
now.
we're almost sold out, and it's just pre-order.
You know, share ko lang, no, sa Daily Tribune Reels, I tossed that across the floor in Starbucks Glorieta 4. And one of our viewers commented, "Fake yan."
Sabi.
He couldn't believe it. Wait, no, sorry. She couldn't believe it because I had my phone, you know, the phone that I'm using, kind of like this. So I had my phone, and then I was showing it like that, and then I just tossed it. You know, I flung it across Starbucks, and since I didn't move the display, she thought it was fake, and then I commented,
It's not.
hindi in Filipino, hindi po siya fake.
not.
Ako po yung nag-it siya. Hindi po talaga. And then may isa nag-comment, bakit po tinapon? Pangit ba? Sabi ko, no, hindi po siya pangit. Drop test po yan.
Actually, that's the fun part. That's the fun part that we did get viral doing this. Actually, I have a saying kasi na you'll never know it's gonna go viral unless it gets viral.
Yes.
So we have no idea when we were planning this, when we were executing this, we have no idea na this will be the turnout. We have no idea at all. Pero of course, now it's here.
Well,
Thank
you went
you.
with your instincts, no? Just,
It's
from your personal
yeah,
reaction
talagang
to
for
that
me kasi I want to
idea.
experience it, for me to really know it. That's why for the media that experience it, influencers now, customers, because customers now are doing this in store, because when they pre-order, we have the phone as well in store, so they're doing it as well.
Oh,
So
testing it.
when they buy, I want the Honor X9A phone, the one that you drop, the one that you throw, the one that you
Yeah, so it has to be known for something. Now, Why don't you invite our viewers where they can purchase the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, we have 500 stores nationwide. You can just go to our official Facebook page. We have a link there that shows you where our stores are. We're available in Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, the top malls here in the Philippines as well, the top dealers here in the Philippines. We're available. You can reach us. Just go to our Facebook page and our store list will be there.
Okay.
Okay.
Grabe, Matthew, Steven. I've enjoyed this conversation very much.
So did I.
Me
And
too.
Steven is a joy to be with. I tell
I
you,
know, it's
during
so
the launch
easy.
pa lang, we already had so much fun.
Okay, yes, I know.
Yeah.
There you have it, mga katribo. Steven Cheng of Honor Smartphones.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure having you
Thank you,
here
thank
with
you,
us.
thank you.
And we hope you enjoyed your time here.
Oh, definitely.
But-
Meron bang next week ulit?
Oo naman. But before we end, maybe you would like to say something to our katribo watching us today.
Oh, to all the viewers, thank you for watching us today. Of course, a good friend of mine, Dinah, Matthew. Thank you for having us. For us to share the news about the new Honor X9A 5G. Again, this will be available. This will be available on Feb 4. It's for pre-order now. You can
Order
you can
yours.
order yours now. Kasi medyo mauubusan na kayo. I swear. You can go to the nearest mall near you. It's one of a kind phone. It's one of the best in the market today.
Today, yes. And before we end, Matthew, another question.
Sure.
Maybe you have a message about being indestructible. What keeps a person strong, di ba?
All right,
Dito lang yan
Okay,
sa
let's go for
Pairfect.
that. Exclusively on Pairfect.
Indestructible for me is it's a little bit of both. It's being physical and mental.
Okay.
So basically, if you're mentally strong, you can do whatever it is. Of course, post pandemic, every one of us adjusted.
Yes.
Actually, that's one of when I talk to someone. That's actually one of the questions I ask. What did you do during the interview? During the pandemic. Na sometimes I get to meet people na wala, I just stayed home. What do you do for a living? Stuff like that. I just stayed home. Now for me, it's up to you if you're gonna fight for it, and or you're gonna cower out of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's basically of course you cannot plan what's happening around you. All you can do is adjust and move forward.
Right. So it's the attitude, no?
It's the attitude.
And your
basically.
inner strength.
What do you do? Alam ka naman, we pause our lives for 3 years. No, you fight for it. Basically.
Ganda. Oh.
You fight, you gain momentum, you just keep
You're gonna
going.
come out stronger.
Just
Yeah.
keep
Basically.
going. Oh.
Just barrel through.
Don't give up.
Never.
Right.
Nice.
Give up is not a term. Giving up is not a term.
Okay.
Failure is
And
not an option.
that's Steven Cheng of Honor for you.
All right, catch Pairfect every last Fridays of the month on the Daily Tribune's Facebook page or Tribune Now on YouTube. This has been Matthew Pirante-Pérez.
And Dinah Ventura. See you next episode.